Hi, welcome to our post-race conversation with Frontstretch.com. Wait. Oh, there it is. Hi, welcome to our post-race conversation with Frontstretch.com. We're here in the fan pavilion at the Knoxville Raceway because it is currently colder than the North Pole right now, which, that's a little bit of an exaggeration, but, oh my God, it's so cold. Isn't that right, Chase?
Freezing, absolutely freezing. I'm a baby. It's been like 90 in North Carolina for 3 months, so I'm not used to this. I want to go home. I'm just kidding.
Well, from my perspective, I was in Iowa 3 or 4 weeks ago for the IndyCar race, and it was like so hot that I wore shorts for the first time all year long at IndyCar races. And over here, like I was expecting, it was gonna be in the higher temperatures in the at nighttime, and it wasn't. So, yeah, I'll be making an early morning run to Walmart tomorrow morning to go get a hoodie. But who won't be making a short run to Walmart is Donnie Schatz. Big Easy. It's amazing. Just sometimes you just get lucky, and Donnie Schatz really had that happen for him tonight. He was fastest with time trials tonight in qualifying. Then he finished fourth in his heat race, the first heat race of the night. Dover, who finished second, did not go to the scales after the heat. So Schatz goes from fourth to third. Because of the way the invert worked, he's now on the pole of the A main for tonight, and he won the A main. So now he's going to start 21st in Saturday night's main event. That's going to be 50 laps long. And do you know how Donnie Schatz did the last time he started 21st of the Knoxville Nationals?
He won, and it was on his birthday, which is tomorrow.
FanDuel, no, not doing it. I don't bet on races I cover. Don't do that. Only hockey and baseball and sometimes football. But anyway, I digress. Yeah, Donnie Schatz, he's practically money here at Knoxville. Logan Schuchart was second in the A main. Justin Henderson was third. Fourth was Emerson Axum, who he will. Sorry, I just sounded really weird in here for some reason. He will start 24th and last in his first Knoxville Nationals. He is a rookie here. So, as I believe he told you, Chase, he can only improve from here. Lyndon Jeffrey was fifth in the A main. I spoke to him after the race. He had no right rear shock on his car. Look for a story about that on Frontstretch.com. Chase, what did you look forward to most about tonight? What did you like most about the A main?
Everybody seemed to be able to move around a lot. The top and bottom both seemed to work pretty well. Early on, there was a good battle between Schuchart and Schatz, and Schatz got the better of him and really never looked back from there. Really good night for Logan Schuchart just to turn around the week they've had and get rid of the demons that they had yesterday and whatever was going on with that race car, and they just couldn't pass. Emerson Axum as well. He went seventh. It looked like it was going to be seventh to third, lost a spot in the last lap. Seventh to fourth. He will make his first Nationals in his first attempt. That's pretty impressive considering there's another guy in the field, Bill Balog, who's making his first start in, I believe, 26 attempts. So, big contrast there. I'm just curious to see how the track plays out tomorrow, because it played out really nicely tonight, but the consensus we've seen is that it doesn't translate. Friday night's always different from Saturday night, so the track conditions tomorrow will determine whether or not guys like Schuchart and Schatz and Axum have a chance to win.
The main thing, like you said, drivers were able to move around and pass. Wednesday night, we all saw how that was. Thursday night was a lot better. Tonight, it was even better. And also, the crowd perspective, Wednesday night, Thursday night, and Friday night, they all set attendance records, the biggest Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday nights that we've seen in Knoxville Nationals history. Saturday night's already sold out, so that's going to be fun to have to deal with all the traffic from there. But we cannot stop this video without mentioning McKenna Haase. She unfortunately had a really bad accident at the first turn of her heat race. I think it was the first heat race of the night. She was transported to a local hospital. Just best wishes for her and her family and her team. It was a bad-looking accident. We're not going to speculate about McKenna's condition. Just, our best thoughts and wishes for her and her recovery. But, like we said, she's awake, alert, all that good stuff. So best wishes for her and her health. Anything else from tonight? Linton, by finishing 5th, he's going to start, I believe, 11th in tomorrow's B main because the top 10 spots were locked in for points. There will be C main, a C main, a D main, and an E main tomorrow. The E main will be the shortest at 10 laps, and I wanted to bring this up because I happened to look at it right before we got here. Sammy Swindell, he, I think, had a spin in his heat race earlier. He's going to actually start 13th in the E main, and he got quite a few cheers earlier this evening. So there's a lot of people that still have a lot of respect for Sammy. He's still out there, 68 years old. So looking forward to seeing what he can do from the E. Hopefully get into the D, but we don't. It's just going to be hard to pass a lot of that many cars, Chase. But I'm going to turn this over to you. What were some of the other things that you liked about tonight's program tonight?
Well, honestly, there really wasn't much else to cover. I mean, it's a little bit different format than what we see on the prelim nights. A lot of race cars. The guys that were supposed to performed tonight, except for Buddy Kofoid. They had another really off night, so he's going to have to come from deep tomorrow. And you had a couple good stories, but other than that, it was the guys you expected to be up front were up front. Not much else to talk about, so I'm going to shift to tomorrow night.
Good idea.
Who is your pick to win the 63rd Knoxville Nationals? I'll let you go first.
All right, so I want to preface this by saying that I think we're going to both probably pick Kyle Larson, so I'm going to say that let's do a pick without Kyle Larson.
Okay, that's fair. I mean, after all, he is starting on the pole, and he did that last year and led all 50 laps, so that is a fair rule. So we'll go not including Kyle Larson. Who is your pick to win Knoxville?
I am really tempted to say Rico Abreu. I really am, because he did really, really well in his preliminary night. Unfortunately, got beat by Kyle Larson Thursday, so my prediction did not come true. I'm going to say Rico. However, there are two drivers that I think would be really cool to see win the race. One of them might be your pick, being Donnie Schatz, because 21st on his birthday, that would be a great story to see. But I think, based on what we saw earlier this week, how awesome would it be to see Darren Pittman pull off the win? Because there were a lot of cheers when he got quick time on Thursday. There were a lot of cheers, to see, when he was racing really hard on Thursday night. That would just about tear the roof off of this place if Darren Pittman were to win this race on Saturday night. Who's your pick? Who do you think is going to win, and who do you think would be a cool story to win?
So, first of all, Donnie and Darren are both really good stories to follow. I'm going to say Darren Pittman's my cool story to win, the 2013 Outlaws champion. He's got a King's Royal. He's missing the crown jewel in his crown right there. My pick, this is actually going to be a really strange answer because this guy's in a B main tomorrow. David Gravel.
Ooh.
David Gravel started darn near last year and was the only guy that had anything for Kyle Larson at the end of the race, and he ran out of laps. If we get a racetrack that you can pass on tomorrow, if there's anybody that can pass that many cars here at Knoxville, it's the hottest guy in sprint car racing, David Gravel. So that is it may be a long shot, but that's my pick for the 63rd Annual Knoxville Nationals. With that, I think that just about wraps it up here. Friday night for Hard Knocks Night at Knoxville. We will be right back here again tomorrow for the 63rd running of the crown jewel sprint car racing, the Knoxville Nationals. For Christopher DeHarde, I've been Chase Folsom. Good night from Knoxville Raceway.
Steven Stump of Frontstretch.com here. Come back for more great racing videos, and if you like us, don't forget to hit that subscribe button.